What is the wiki Google conventional wisdom on how most of us get a disease? What do they tell us? They tell us by some accident, by some quirk of nature, you, quote, get a disease. Some bad bugs are maybe circulating in the cosmos, and by some accident, he wafts his way down into your body and implants himself into your body, creating a disease in you. Now it is the job of organized medicine to figure out what drug or what vaccine or what potion we're going to give you to kill the bug in you without killing you. That's the basic template here, right? Or now they're saying, it's not your responsibility, none of this is your responsibility, it's a virus or it's genetic predisposition. That's the newest justification for abdication of responsibility for your own health. But there's some problems with this. Let's take type 2 diabetes, for example. We are approaching 33% of the American population in this country are type 2 diabetic. Type 2 diabetic means you did it. You chose it. You earned it. You weren't born with it. Colon disease, due to the impossibly toxic and enzyme-free processed foods, 80% of our diet, so many people, their colon is incapable of natural peristalsis, the rhythmic wave-like movements, that no longer happens. They are toxifying from processed foods that they choose all day, every day for years, and colon cancer is the #3 cancer in the United States today. Same with Barrett's syndrome, esophageal cancer, years of reflux cause a change in the tissues in the esophagus, which is now in the top 10 cancers. That was no virus. That was no genetic predisposition. Let me do a medical history of you, and I'll show you exactly how your lifestyle choices created this normal adaptation. People get the diseases that they earn. Not 100% of the time, but most of the time. Okay. Same with cancer, yes. The culmination of years of abusive intake, faulty elimination, self-toxification. Allergies. Let's talk about allergies. Medical science regards allergies as a disease for which the child is not responsible, a disease for which the adult is not responsible. Why? Because these are growth industries. These are enormous industries. Allergy is not a disease. Again, allergy is an adaptation. It's an immune defense against acute toxicity, especially in children. We talked about pasteurized dairy as a cause, but the parents don't want to deprive their children. They would rather go to the pediatrician and take the prescribed drugs, and maybe the child will grow out of it. But allergic response or allergies, it's a normal adaptation. It's an immune response, showing that your immune system is still alive. There's an epidemic of allergy today in the United States for the last 30 years, really. Did you know that between 1980 and 2000, allergy cases doubled in the US? Then between 2000 and 2011, they doubled again. This is due to primarily to two things: processed foods and vaccines. As a nation, we have 4% of the world's population. We consume 45% of the world's drugs. Result, we have the worst health of any industrialized nation by any index you can choose. We are number 156 in infant mortality, which means there are 155 countries on earth whose children stand a better chance of survival to age 2 than ours. In the past 30 years, the top 10 causes of death in the United States have gone unchanged. Skyrocketing of infectious and degenerative diseases. How are drug profits and hospital profits doing? Upwards of $2.5 trillion in this country. We are the only country in the world with direct marketing of drugs to consumers on TV. I want to end this short talk with a ray of hope. You don't have to follow this Wiki Google program. There is a way out. You can detoxify yourself. You can take steps toward glowing health. Besides getting your spine adjusted, you can make sure that you can learn about the foods that you choose for your lifestyle and promote glowing health. On the website, thedoctorwithin.com, there are 3 chapters that you can read. Very simple formula on how to accomplish this. The last resort, magic bullet approach may not be the answer to your particular disease. You've already been drugged to the gills. How's it working out so far? When you want to promote real healing, your own immune system must be involved. The 60-day program consists of a simple natural diet, which most of us already know, and 7 supplements whose goal is twofold: to clear the tract and clear the blood. The cure for all disease, your immune system. No matter what anyone tells you, the only way anyone recovers from virtually any disease is if your immune system is allowed to marshal its own powers and return your body to homeostasis once more. The point of this lecture, then, is to remind us that in little more than 50 years, the medical industry has gone from a few $100 million to nearly $3 trillion a year. Hundreds of new diseases have been invented in order to market thousands of new pharmaceuticals. Unfortunately, our health does not demonstrate the benefits of all this medication. Infectious and degenerative diseases are increasing in leaps and bounds. We really are the sickest of all industrialized nations. There is an escape, however. Protect the immune system, strengthen it, reinforce it. This lecture tried to offer an introduction on precisely how to accomplish that. Never before has it been so vitally important to inform ourselves beyond the daily news programming, to protect the precious immune systems of ourselves and our children, and first of all, to do no harm. It is still possible to have glowing health and natural immunity, and indeed, that is our authentic state of being.